just very basic but beautiful. See how pretty that is? Method that you can do. I think it took me about 15 minutes to do that, and it probably took me less than 10 to cut everything. So far we probably have 25 minutes invested in this, not too bad. So we're gonna put a bow on, and we're gonna put the sign on, and we're gonna be done, which is awesome. So like I said, this is really beginner, but it's okay, it's pretty. And it's what I used to make. And by the way, I sold a lot of simple wreaths like this. So they're budget friendly when you're selling them, or when you're learning how to do it, they're easy. Okay, so this is a David Christopher burlap with the black and white chevron pattern in it. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna make a bow that has tails. Then this is the new Vickerman that I just got in. Isn't that pretty? It's just a nice basic like tan. I think they might call it beige. I can't tell, but anyway, 2.5 inch by 10 yard. So is this one. We went this way first. We're gonna go this way second. And we're just going. See how easy that is? And then I do have this open weave as well. So same thing, we're gonna make a tail coming down, and I'm just doing this for some texture and some interest. It really doesn't add anything other than that, but I do love it for a neutral or a fall. Fair silk, I just got in 1.5 inch, 1 inch by 10 yard. This one is brown and white, this one's black and white. I think it's still gonna look great. This is the Kitschy Checks. Last thing is I'm gonna bring this one back, put it on the front. Just make a short tail. I love this. It's really like a true burlap, but it's nicely wired. And this is great because we had, you know, our wreath is fairly simple. So having some interest in the ribbon is really nice without overpowering it. But you could bring in color here if you wanted to. If you wanted to do this same sign in neutral, but put some color with it, you certainly could. The whole point of this is just to get the technique down, how to make a wreath. The first time I made a wreath and I used a similar technique, it took me 8 hours. So if you can't get this done in about 45 minutes, which is about how long this one's gonna take, don't worry, you will get faster. I have to dovetail this. Then we're just gonna add it to our wreath. And you could put this anywhere. You could put it at the bottom, you could put it on the side. I'm gonna go on the left-hand side, just sort of how I do it, but a lot. Sometimes I'll do the right, but I gravitate to the left for some reason. It might just be because I'm right-handed. So I'm just, you can see, just twisting that around, and now I'm gonna secure it to the frame. That's the chenille stem. I twisted it, I pulled it as tight as I could without breaking the chenille stem. And then we just attach to the frame by rounding it around a few times. So pretty. We need to get the sign on. So this is the sign we're using. So I just use the metal holes in these metal signs. I'd rather have a little bit of chenille stem show. You could also use a wire. if you prefer that. Either way, I'd rather have a little bit show and just, you know, make it match. It hardly shows at all. And then having that come apart at some point. I don't like that. So I'm going down between, like in the middle of the mesh bundle. I'm going right in there to add this. And I'm gonna just tighten that a little bit and then go find this spot where I want this to nestle in. And I'm gonna go right between the mesh bundle, right over the tie and around the tie. And come around through the frame. So on either side of it, and then you can just pull down. And then I just wrap it around the frame. The excess chenille stem, I'll just twist around the frame itself once I have everything in place. And that's it. I just like to do that so it stays extra secure. I have had signs kind of move around, so you don't want that. You want it to be as secure as possible. And then we have to fluff the ribbon. So I told you we mush it, so that's why we waited. So fluff all your loops. This one went AWOL. And the way I do my tails is I just run my hands like that, like a scissor, and it'll put a nice little bend in there. And we're done. That's it. That's all it took. If you can do this, then you can begin to make other wreaths as well. Isn't that beautiful? It's a nice, simple wreath. This is how I started making wreaths 3.5 years ago, is making just really simple ones like this. But it's pretty, and anybody would want to have this on their door. So if you've wanted to learn how to make mesh wreaths, I hope that this will help. Just save this video, and then when you're ready to make one, I've got all the supplies at wreathstoresupply.com or Wreath Store Supply on Etsy. I've got everything you need to make really pretty, simple wreaths like this that won't take you forever. And then when you master this, then we can notch up a level and start doing some fancy stuff. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.
Some days the good things aren't easy to find, but if you're looking, you'll see plenty